Well, hello there, my zealots. This is Joshua coming at you today. Hey, how you doing? So I have a guy named Victor K.O. He's a good friend of mine on the lines. And he has a question about, does God have wives? Let's find out what exactly the Bible talks about when it comes to a wife. And in Ezekiel 16, it says that, so there are two reasons why, or there are these two things that must come to pass before you marry. Okay, and it says, it's funny how this works. I have caused thee to multiply, and this is 16 verse 7 and 8. Just real quick. I have caused thee to multiply as a bud in the field, and hast increased and waxen great, and thou art to excellent ornaments, come to excellent ornaments. Thy breasts are fashioned, thine hair is grown, whereas thou wast naked and bare. Now, when I passed by thee and looked upon thee, behold, thy time was come for love. Thy time was the time of love, and I spread my, it's not skirt, it's mantle. It's this thing that I forgot to wear. Because, dumb. All right. But anyway, I spread my cover upon thee, and covered thy nakedness, and yea, I swear unto thee that you entered into the covenant with thee. So this is the thing. So, and became as mine. So there's a covenant. Okay, so there's a covenant that has to happen. So God saw, it's all messed up. Okay, God saw Judah and Israel and decided to make a covenant with them, right? With Israel, that he father of many nations, blah blah blah, or not Abraham. He said it with Abraham, and then Israel, Isaac was the father of Joseph, which became Israel, and therefore we have the 12 tribes of Israel. But there was a promise to Jacob, or not Jacob, Israel. Anyway, it's a very convoluted storyline, but the problem, God made a promise and he fulfilled it, okay? And then he made a promise with Judah that they would bring forth okay, so these are the things. So according to the Bible, there has to be a covenant made, okay? And that is the marriage covenant. Why is this still all janky? Why is this all janky? There we go. So that is a marriage covenant. So God is married. He basically has two wives. He has the wife of Judah and he has the wife of Israel. Okay, so he's polygamist, yeah. So God does have wives. However, he does not have a male gender. I mean, we reference him as a man because a man has authority. Women have less authority than men. Men have more authority than women. This is why we put God as a man, just so that we can relate to him as somebody with authority. But God is genderless. He has no organs, no reproductive system. He is just a spirit, not just but he is a spirit. He exists beyond flesh and bone. We are flesh and bone, but we are also vessels for that spirit that God has. So yes, God is married, but he doesn't have, he's not, he doesn't need to have sex with things in order to create them. He can just create them. And so yeah, you don't worry about. Jesus is a man. He has a physical, tangible body. He was circumcised, so therefore, we know he is a man. And he was circumcised on the 8th day, just like every Jew was supposed to. But he was just a man. I can do nothing of myself. It is the Father that is in me. He doeth the work. There's the thing. We have this. We either want to make God a man, or we want to make a man a god. Okay, and this is the biggest problem that we have in our society. We want to make God a man or make man a god. And a lot of people want to make Jesus a god or make God into a man. We got to separate. Men are men and God is God. There is nothing in between there. You can't make a man God and you cannot make our God a man. If you make God a man, you belittle him. He's bigger than that. You take away his power. And if you make a man a god, then you commit idolatry. So don't do either. But yes, Jesus had a wife, or not, sorry. I did not say that. It doesn't say that anywhere in the scripture. I misspoke. Did not say that. God had wives. He had, Jesus Christ's wife is the church. Okay, so thus far, the only thing he's married to is the church, because he made a covenant with the church. He said, if you eat of my body and you drink of my blood, that's the covenant he made. And so as God made a covenant with Israel and Judah, so did Jesus Christ make a covenant with his disciples. So he is married to the church. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, does God have wives? Yes, he does, but not in a human way at all. Not in the least. But God sees idolatry very similarly that we would see adultery. So it's like identical. If you commit idolatry, God sees it as adultery. So anyway, I hope this answers your question. Does God have wives? I will talk to you later. Take it easy. Peace out. You know I love God because I love virtue, justice, and salvation. Yeah, it's Saturdays at 10 o'clock, the live stream. I'm going to be 10 Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be mostly dedicating these videos because when I come up with concepts for videos, they're usually very controversial. But when people send me questions, I will post answers. So if you guys, I'm going to be posting my live stream every Saturday. But until people start sending me questions, I'm not really going to make any videos because I find that I'm making videos to people that don't watch them. But if I make videos on things that people want to hear, then they watch them. So ironic how that works. So send me questions, I will answer them. Otherwise, Saturdays 10 o'clock, there we have a live stream. Okay. You have a great day. Peace out.